Hi everyone, my name is Kate and you're very welcome here on my channel where we talk about fragrances. In this video, I would like to talk about those perfumes that are the best to help us relax and stay at home and read a book or watch a movie, listen to music, just de-stress, get into that stress-free zone and rest. I will share the ones that I use for that purpose, and I hope that you are going to share while I'm talking. You can also write down a quick comment about what fragrances are your friends when you just want to relax. Which ones are the best to be an introvert, stay at home, not go anywhere, and experience the joy of doing nothing. Okay, before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it. If you want to see more, I'm happy. I'm happy to provide more. And yeah, don't forget to pour yourself some nice tea or coffee, maybe have chocolate, maybe wine too if you're in that mood. And let's start discussing. As you notice, I'm in my cute home cozy outfit. I just want to create the mood. Okay, let's start with Replica, Maison Margiela, Whispers in the Library. I already talked about this fragrance and I told you guys that I would like to get a full bottle because I had a 10 ml, the travel size, and yes, I got it. This is a pretty realistic scent. It's mostly vanilla. Maybe you have noticed that the old pages, in really old books, when the page already turned yellow, it has this woody vanillic smell, and this is how it smells. It's one of the most realistic fragrances of the library that I personally found. That's why I needed a bottle because it's one of the best vanillas. It does smell like old books. It does take me to a library. Maybe I should get a candle with this scent. I'm a little bit worried about that because sometimes when I have a candle of a scent, I start thinking about it as a room scent, and I don't really want to wear it. So I'm very cautious. Although with this one, I might consider getting this replica candle if they still making this because the fragrance has been discontinued, unfortunately. If I find the candle, I'll probably get it. Next fragrance is another one dedicated to a library. This is Fueguia, Biblioteca de Babel. I will leave the number by the name because in Fueguia it's very important which batch the perfume belongs to because, they pride themselves in using the mostly natural materials. Fueguia is the brand that mostly use the natural materials, which is nice, but the downside is that it leads to unstable formula. So the different years when the fragrance was created, they can smell different. So if you fell in love with the fragrance, let's say 3 years ago, it doesn't mean that if you order the same fragrance, it will be completely different. That's the problem with Fuegia, but you have to choose. So, okay. This is a different kind of library. If Whispers in the Library is more romanticized and sweet, soft vanilla, this one is like a dark old library with huge shelves, a little bit dusty. It's this cedar and salty sandalwood with cinnamon. Yeah, I think cinnamon gives this a little bit of a spice. It's a great scent. It's not easy to wear because you have to be in the mood. But as we're talking about something to stay at home and read a book with, this is perfect. I think you can wear this at home easily. Yeah, it's slightly spicy and salty, but I think this salty aspect just creates the feel of wood, of this wooden shelves, and dust. It's a dark library with windows, and I can see the light through the window, but it's not, the room is not full of light. If Whispers of a Library, it's more a room filled with light. This one is dark. It reminds me of an old church, maybe even. Yeah. very high, like tall ceilings in that library. It's empty. There are no people there. It's quiet. Yeah, it creates that atmosphere of a kind of a dark-ish, big, beautiful, stunning old library where you're alone. There's no one there. What do you think about this scent, by the way? I'm really curious. Have you tried it? Are you very familiar with Fueguia, by the way? I noticed that it's not a very popular brand, but some people are really fans. If somebody starts buying the fragrances, they start buying a lot of them. They cannot stop at one or two. I'm curious what you think, guys. Okay, next, let's move away from a library. I just mentioned church, so let's move closer to the church. This is Yves Saint Laurent from Le Vestiaire collections, and it's Caftan. I have this small travel size or sample. I don't know how to call it, but I'll have to smell it from me because it's not a sprayer, so it's not the most convenient. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is a beautiful cashmere sweater scent that smells a little bit like a church. Sweater in the church, you know? It's benzoin, it's myrrh, it's olibanum, it's wood, it's amber too, with spices. That's what I smell here. It's such a beautiful scent. It's so cozy. It's yeah. I'm a little bit. That's a good impression. Okay, and it's really, really cozy. It's a pretty sweet fragrance, but it's a good sweetness. It's not sugary sweetness. You know, I like the flowery sweetness and kind of benzoin, all this resins sweetness too. I don't like when it's sugary, when it's like, for example, I'm not a big fan of La Vie Belle or L'Interdit by Givenchy. That one is hard for me. Although I haven't tried all versions, they're beautiful, and I love smelling them from somebody else. I like catching the sillage in the street, but when I wear it myself, I just cannot do this. This one I can. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know what else to say about it. Only that it's cozy and it creates this relaxation vibe because I feel like I think I read that incenses in general and myrrh they have the relaxing effect on our psyche. It's a very smooth, beautiful scent. I really like it. Okay, let's move to another small guy. I don't have a bottle, so this is Libre by YSL, and this is a great scent. Although I still cannot make friends with this line because I tried. I really like the intense version, but there's something about this lavender. I think it's lavender, or maybe it's different components in the fragrance just starts drilling my brain. So I love how it smells, but after an hour, I'm ready to do anything just to wash it off because it's like drilling me, you know? Like, I cannot focus on anything else. This fragrance is yelling at me, screaming at me, and I just cannot wear it. Neither original version 2, just the regular one. And I was going through my samples, you know, on a daily basis. I have some samples on my table all the time. I spray them, I work, and sometimes I smell. And I realized this eau de toilette version with jasmine tea note is actually the one that is not drilling my brain. And I also tried the latest one, that floral, something Libre Floral or something like this, the one that came out in August 2024. That one is nice too. That one is not drilling for me, at least for me. I understand for most people. I don't know why. From the very beginning, when that Libre just appeared on the shelves, I had this strange idea that I wanted this fragrance to use at home when I'm by myself. And for some reason, I had this picture, this image of reading the book with this fragrance. I'm a perfume blogger, so I do this weird stuff. I think this weird stuff. So I finally found, probably I will get the bottle of either this or the toilette. It smells similar to the original, It's just a little softer without the drilling thing. There's still lavender, orange blossom, there's still vanilla. And I like this jasmine. Somehow it makes it smooth, and it's actually tea. It smells like a jasmine tea, and I loved it. I think it's great, and it's one of the best versions to me. I will still compare this one and the latest one because I like the latest version too, and maybe I will get a bottle. So finally, it's gonna work out because the previous ones I had to sell because I just wore them. I fell in love with them. I couldn't wear them, and I had to get rid of those. But yeah, I'm actually excited that finally there is a version of Libre that works for me. Okay, next let's talk about Autoportrait by Olfactive Studio. Autoportrait, so as you understand, reflective, introvertive scent. This fragrance is about very nice, soft cedar wood with some incenses and something like elemi. How do you say this in English? I should check. So there's something resinous about it, and a little bit of ginger, I think, or something peppery, either pepper or ginger. It's very soft. It's very soft scent. It sits very close to your skin. It's not projecting much, but if you're by yourself, maybe you don't need that. I feel like everybody finds something different about this fragrance. It's powdery too, but it's a very nice woody scent. I could even see myself spraying this on my pillow before going to bed because there's some relaxing, soothing effect. Yeah, it's just calm. I understand why it's called auto portrait. Everything else tones down, it becomes quiet, and yeah, you're just alone with this fragrance and with yourself. It's very nice, and I recommend to try. The whole line is beautiful. There are a lot of gems here, and Olfactive Studio in general is a beautiful, beautiful brand that I recommend to everybody to try, especially if you like the woody scents. They have a lot of woody scents in this very line. So I told you. Next fragrance is woody too. This is Dante Bra in Your Arms by Frederic Malle. And it's very interesting because I usually describe this fragrance as a sweater of a man who just came back from the forest or something like that. To me, the core of this fragrance is masculine. Even though I wear it myself too, so of course everybody can wear whatever they want. But there's something about the essence of this fragrance that I see as masculine energy. And yeah, it just smells like a wool sweater of a man who just came back from the outside. There is this aspect of pine needles that I love, also violet and iris and sandalwood, a little bit of patchouli too. It's like a afternoon in a cabin with a man who maybe, I don't know, cut the wood or something like this. And there's something special about it. And I like that Rochelle, he's actually very good at creating fragrances that are about joy. They are very joyful and positive. When I smell his fragrances, there's something masculine about them. He also created the Musc Ravageur by also Frederic Malle. And I can say the same about Musc Ravageur. Although I love wearing it and it's my fragrance, my bottle, there's something about it that I'm like, oh, this would be nice on a man, this feeling. Uh, yeah, but Dante Bra is beautiful. Okay, two more bottles. Let's go here to Sherwood. And oh my god, this is my cashmere sweater. So I feel like the essence of this fragrance is feminine. It's very feminine. It's like a big, soft, sweet cloud. I can smell heliotrope. They also mentioned carrot seeds. I can't believe that there is something like carrot seeds or sesame seeds, something like this. There's a nice creamy sandalwood, and it's a little peppery. I think there's something like a pepper too. I can only describe it as a fluffy cloud. It relaxes me too. I love wearing this during winter on darker, cloudy days. Oh, especially if it snows. It doesn't really snow in New York, only a couple days a year. But when I see the snow, I just run outside and enjoy it. I go grab hot chocolate and then just walk around. And of course, I spray something like this fragrance. Look at this kind of matte cover of this glass, and I also associate this with this color. I already said this like fluffy, sweet smelling cloud that you just want to jump on and relax on it. This fragrance is great, 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 great. And the last one for this video is one of my newest purchases. It's Serge Lutens Santal Majuscule. I really wanted this fragrance for a while, and I've been waiting to find it in this kind of bottle in an older formula. Maybe not original formula, but at least closer to the original. Yes, it smells like sandalwood and chocolate and patchouli. I also can smell a little bit of a rose. Yeah, and chocolate is a dry chocolate, it's like a cacao. It's amazing. It's such a great fragrance. It's woody, but also that chocolate just makes it so. But it's not gourmand. I wouldn't call this fragrance gourmand because of the rose and sandalwood. Yeah, it doesn't smell like something you would eat. No, but it has this edge about it. It's close to gourmand. It almost gets close to that line, but it's not there. It never crosses it. Mm. And this color, this nice brown color, I just like it so, so much. I'm so excited for this fall. I'm going to wear this a lot. I didn't include the fragrances with tea notes in this video. Maybe I'll just make a separate one because I love fragrances with tea notes and I find them very relaxing and introverted too. So I'll probably just make a separate video about them. Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what fragrances help you relax at home, or maybe not at home, just help you relax. I want to know. And have a great day. Bye bye.